All right, so we just arrived in Munising, Michigan, and we are going to Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. But we had lunch here in the van, just had some sandwiches and things. But tonight for supper, we are going to eat pasties, which is a upper peninsula a staple food, I guess. And so we'll show you that tonight when we eat that. There's two great places that serve those here, Muldoons. Is that right? Muldoons?
Muldoons.
Muldoons and Miners. And so we're trying to decide which one we're going to. If you've had these up here, leave a comment below which one you ate, which one you thought was the best. Last night, we stayed in these twin cities of Marionette, Wisconsin, and Munising, Michigan. They're separated by a river, and each town is on each side of the river. And so two towns, small towns in two different states. We actually stayed on the Michigan side, and so we were up in the UP then. So we're getting ready to head into town and explore Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. Our first stop in Pictured Rock was Munising Falls Visitor Center, and from there it was just a short hike to Munising Falls. This was a great way for us to start our time in Pictured Rock. Our next stop was Sandpoint Beach. Sandpoint Beach is located 4 miles northeast of Munising, Michigan. And this is a sandy beach on the shore of Lake Superior. And believe it or not, this beach was named one of the top 5 summer beaches in America. And it's easy to see why. Today was a warm day, and there were many people out sunbathing and just enjoying the beach and the nice sunny weather. Say anything about my boots, did you?
Now notice Jonathan's boots. He's not prepared for the sand life.
So now we're at Miners Castle. Almost turned and went to Miners Falls. I guess that wouldn't have been too bad, but we're trying to find Miners Castle. So we're gonna head over here and see what this looks like. Do you have any expectations, Erica?
No.
No expectations from Erica. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. The water is just so clear. Miners Castle is a very cool rock formation right on the shores of Lake Superior. But what I was really impressed with was the water. It was just so clear and beautiful. Miners Castle Point is the most accessible part of Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore if you're wanting to see the area by car. The parking lot is just a short walk from the upper and lower overlooks. The upper overlook offers a view of Grand Island, Lake Superior, and Miners Castle Point. The lower overlook takes you right on top of the point itself. So we're at Miners Castle. They have a little visitor center here with bathrooms and stuff. They have little picnic areas. So this is the little picnic area. Kind of cool, nice in the shade. And then the little visitor center with some bathrooms. The next place we were heading to was Chapel Rock. This area was a little bit harder to get to. After you turned off the main highway, it was about a 5-mile drive on gravel roads. Chapel Rock, is that what that is?
Yes.
Chapel Rock, we're on the trailhead, and it was what, about 3 miles, 2.9? Something like that. And walking through this beautiful woods.
3.1.
3.1 miles, Eric says, so that's a 5K. And we just met an interesting couple that are biking across the United States. Well, I guess last year they did half, Washington State to Minneapolis. This summer they flew to Minneapolis, and now they're going to Bar Harbor, Maine. And so they had already been here 2 days in Pictured Rock, so they had about 2 more before they got out. But then they'll keep going across the country. So there is a lot of hiking at Pictured Rock, and whether you are looking for a quick, less than a mile hike or a 42-mile journey from one end of Pictured Rocks to the other, there is a trail for you. All right, these are Chapel Falls. We're heading to Chapel Rock. We still got a ways to go to get there though. This is the part of our hike where Erica got off the trail for a while and we walked about a quarter of a mile out of our way. But eventually we made it back onto the trail and we were on our way to Chapel Rock. Can you make it? But along the way we found this cool tree that we couldn't resist stopping at.
Yeah.
Good. What do you want to swing like that home?
How do we take this picture?
That's hard. Just recording. Just recording. So that's it. Oh, if you want to spin around, you can do the end. Good. Well, that was an ordeal, and we may not try something like that again for a while. But eventually, we made it to Chapel Rock. Chapel Rock is truly a piece of nature's artistry. Around 4,000 to 6,000 years ago, the high water levels and powerful waves sculpted dramatic shore features, such as sea caves, stacks, and arches, and Chapel Rock is one such treasure in this beautiful area. Adding to the appeal of Chapel Rock is the lone white pine tree perched atop its peak. This tree is estimated to be around 250 years old, and it is truly a relentless tree. So that's Chapel Rock over there in the distance, and this is Chapel Rock Beach. Pretty secluded. You got to walk 3.2 miles to get here, or get here by pontoon, which is what a few people did. That'd probably be the easier way to go, but a beautiful area and a beautiful day. All right, we're leaving Chapel Beach, Chapel Rock Beach. Got to go under this little maze to get out. This little stream you have to cross on this bridge to go to Chapel Rock Beach. And here is the bridge. 3.2 miles to the parking lot. One of the other cool things that we learned about Chapel Rock was that it once had a natural archway connecting it to the mainland, but it collapsed in 1940s, leaving the tree stranded on a pedestal. Incredibly, its thick roots still extend out from the rock formation to the main body of cliffs. This knotted bridge is now a lifeline as the tree's main source of nutrients and water. But as we were finishing our hike and heading back to the parking lot, all I could think about was nutrients as well, and I was ready to eat some of these pasties I've been hearing about. To Muldoons Pasties, and I always say that wrong, but I learned if you say past the T, pasties, that's how you say it. So pasties, we're gonna give those a try. So we went with the chicken pasty meal. Comes with coleslaw and gravy, and then we got a apple pasty too. So we're gonna have Erica open this. Oh, that looks good.
put gravy on it, sweetie.
I'm just gonna bite first.
Oh, okay.
Put some gravy in after I bite.
Whatever, just.
Ooh, that's pretty good. All right, so what does this pasty have in it?
It has chicken, carrots, potatoes, onions, and rutabaga.
So all root vegetables. Wow, pretty cool.
Tastes just like a chicken pot pie.
Ooh, did you put some gravy on yours?
I did.
So Erica, so what did you think of your first pasty?
I think you're building this up way more than it really needs to be. It's a chicken pot pie.
Chicken pot pie.
It was good.
Famous chicken pot pie though.
It was a chicken pot pie.
Yeah.
Our first day at Pictured Rock was coming to an end, and I was getting excited for our cruise that we were doing tomorrow.
So we are in Munising, Michigan, and we are getting ready to take a Pictured Rock cruise this morning. So that should be pretty interesting. Here's the little building that we check in at.
The building that you check in has a great gift shop. There are lots of t-shirts and other souvenirs that you can get.
We're getting ready to get into the queue to get on the boat for our Pictured Rock tour. We're here early. Tour starts at 10. It's 9:25. Erica likes to get to places really early. Boats, airports.
They do have a lower level to the boat that's covered and shaded so you can get out of the heat, but most of the people wanted to sit on the upper side. We were given some instructions that if we wanted to be on the upper side to sit on the right, because on the way out they go a little bit slower and you're able to see more of the famous Pictured Rocks. Our day at Pictured Rock was a beautiful and clear day, but because our cruise was in the morning, a lot of the Pictured Rocks on the way out were still in the shade. But the scenery was still breathtaking. Taking this cruise was awesome because all the way out the captain would tell us about the formations that we were seeing and give us some history about the area.
Top of the cliff here you can see a large crack. Looks like that section of cliff could cave in at any moment.
And now the sun was getting a little higher in the sky and the shade was going away and the colors of Pictured Rock were beginning to pop. One of the other ways to see Pictured Rock is by kayak. With these, you can get an up-close view of the rock formations, and next time we come up here, we will definitely have to do that.
That's called Lover's Leap. Has a heart-shaped archway. Tilt your head to the left, kind of looks like a heart laying on its side in the water. I wouldn't recommend to jump off a Lover's Leap. No matter how much you're in love, be jumping into only 3 feet of water. As it's forming, the wind and waves will pile the ice out 20 to 30 feet high in front of the cliffs.
The Pictured Rocks are towering sandstone cliffs formed by ancient glaciers and are the park's namesake. Their vibrant colors created by minerals in groundwater are a breathtaking sight. Along this rugged coast of Lake Superior, there are numerous sea caves and arches at Pictured Rocks, and they are a testament to the powerful forces of nature. Over thousands of years, the relentless pounding of Lake Superior waves have sculpted the sandstone cliffs into intricate and awe-inspiring formations. But we were very fortunate to have a calm Lake Superior today.
Point point straight ahead of the boat is Battleship Rock.
So if you use your imagination, these tall cliffs in this area of Pictured Rocks line up like a row of battleships above Lake Superior. This area is known as Battleship Row. But I thought one of the coolest parts of our cruise was when the ship made its way into this little inlet and we were able to get a close-up view of these beautiful cliffs and the sandstone. And again, I was just amazed at how clear the water was at Lake Superior. And this is a view of Chapel Rock from the water. This is the same place we hiked to yesterday. And this is Spray Falls. In the winter, these falls freeze and people do ice climbing on them. Lake Superior is not just any lake. It's a titan among waters, a vast expanse of blue that borders 2 countries and touches multiple states. And here are some interesting facts about Lake Superior. It is the largest freshwater lake by surface area, and it covers a staggering 31,700 square miles. That's roughly the size of the country of Austria. It is also the deepest and coldest of the Great Lakes, with a maximum depth of about 1,300 feet. Lake Superior is not only the deepest of the Great Lakes, but it also holds the coldest waters, with an average temperature only rising to about 40 degrees Fahrenheit in the summer. It is home to over 400 islands, with the largest being Isle Royale, and we are hoping to go there in a few days. It is also incredibly clear. In some places you can see down as far as 100 feet below the surface. Lake Superior holds 10% of the world's fresh surface water. That is a staggering fact. And if you took all the water from all of the other Great Lakes together and put them in Lake Superior, you would still need 3 more Lake Eries to fill it up. Lake Superior has also claimed over 300 vessels, earning it the nickname the Graveyard of the Great Lakes. This lake also has a tide of its own. While not as dramatic as ocean tides, Lake Superior experiences its own tidal effect, with water levels changing by about 4 inches twice daily. This lake also can have huge waves. During storms, Lake Superior's waves are a force to be reckoned with, and sometimes they can reach as high as 40 feet. On our way back to Munising, we passed by Grand Island. Grand Island would be the perfect summer adventure destination. You can ride and hike over 40 miles of challenging mountain bike trails and scenic walking paths. And there is a ferry service that runs to this island multiple times a day. One of the coolest things to see on Grand Island is the Grand Island East Channel Lighthouse. It is located on the southeast shore of Grand Island, and it was built in the 1860s. But now, our Pictured Rock cruise was coming to an end. We were heading back to our port in Munising, and I was ready to get some lunch. Yeah, we got 2 of our vans over there. Hope Erica doesn't try to get in the wrong one. I'm at the Grand Island scenic turnout. I think it's an overlook. Overlooks Grand Island, which is part of the Hiawatha National Forest. It's a pretty much uninhabited island that has hiking, mountain biking, cabins, camping that you can do. You have to take a ferry to get over there from Munising, but a pretty cool place. I would definitely like to come back and do that sometime.
So that island over in the distance is Grand Island. We saw that island or went by that island when we were on Pictured Rock cruises. That's the island that had the lighthouse and everything. We were driving by this place called Lakenenland, and we just saw it along the road, but then we looked it up on the internet, and it is a sculpture park, and they've got like 5-star reviews. How many people reviewed it?
Over 600.
600 people reviewed this place. 5-star reviews. So we decided we had to stop.
It's some guy's art.
Some guy's art?
I don't know what's his name, but he did this and had this all in his house, backyard, and ended up bringing them all here.
And it is just outside of Marquette, Michigan. I think we're 20 miles east of Marquette right now. Apparently Lakenland was established in 2003. It's even got a little pavilion over there and a small little parking lot, but you can drive through it, so we're going to drive through the rest of it. How many statues or sculptures? Over 80 or something. Woo, yeah, I love that woman. So after doing a little bit more internet research, we found out that this place was made by Tom Laken. That's why it's called Lakenland. I thought it was because it was close to Lake Superior, but that is wrong. Some bears, looks like, carrying the Olympic torch. Oh, look like hockey players. All right, everyone. This video is coming to an end, and we've covered a lot of ground today, and I hope you found this video informative and entertaining. But before we go, I have a huge favor to ask. If you enjoyed this content, please hit that subscribe button below and give this video a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people and keep creating the content you love. Also, don't forget to leave a comment and let us know your thoughts. We love hearing from you. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one when we explore the Keweenaw Peninsula and take a seaplane to Isle Royale.